What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to Psychotic Street Builds. In today's video, we're going to be going ahead and disassembling the C10 all the way down to bare frame. The reason is because in the previous video, if you guys seen, the frame has a lot of surface rust on there, and we want to get that all sandblasted and repowder coated so it's all brand new. Also, while we send out the frame to get sandblasted, we're going to go ahead and get the cab, doors, fenders, all the metals basically we're reusing is going to get sandblasted. Make sure you guys stay tuned for the Holley accessory drive kit on the LT4.
Alright guys, we're going to go ahead and start by getting the hood removed. Here's a clip of me working super hard. You guys see that? Take some notes. Here we are trying to get the wipers removed so we could go ahead and get the cowl removed. Here we have 4 people trying to take off one fender. Hopefully it doesn't take you guys that many people to take off one fender. Here we are working on the radiator support. Now we're getting both driver's side and passenger side doors out, while also removing the bench seat. Here Daniel is trying to get the steering shaft taken apart. Our main goal right now is to get the cab off of the frame and into the air. There are 4 mounting bolts that hold the cab to the frame. Once those are removed, the cab is ready to come off. Be sure to check for any loose wires or any loose cables that will prevent the cab from releasing from the frame. Now that the cab is off, the engine and transmission will come out a lot easier.
All right, guys, so this is the frame completely stripped. I think I got some clips for you guys, but I'm gonna try to get a time lapse of us removing the suspension and all the, I think there's a couple bars we're gonna have to remove for the gas tank. And actually on this, the cross member, or the K member they call it on these, does come off. So before sandblasting, I'll just get all that removed. I'll try to get a time lapse of us disassembling the frame. So what we're gonna have to do is get the cab, lift it and put it outside, get this thing on a lift, and get it all disassembled. All right, guys, so just a quick little update. We got the cab stripped out completely. The pedal assembly is still in there and the wiper motors. I will be removing the lap belts that's still in there and the door strikers. But yeah, this is the condition she's in right now. You can see a little bit of rust right about here. So I got new filler panels coming there. And that's the dash and everything. Obviously, I got the ignition switch and little stuff there still, but yeah, that was the factory color. All right, guys, so I wish I could have recorded a time lapse for you guys. I was supposed to, actually. I told you guys I was, but my SD card got full in the GoPro. So far, we got the upper control arms off and the shocks. I'm getting ready to remove the lower control arms. And basically the front will be completely done. I do want to remove the K member. That way when they sandblast it, you know, it's all clean and powder coated underneath. I think that this cross member, because we're gonna use a LS swap or LT swap one. So that's gonna be coming off and changing. All the e-brake cables stuff will come off. But since my SD card is full, I'll just keep updating you guys as we pull off pieces. All right, guys, so we went ahead and got the rear end out. Front suspension is completely off. I'm gonna remove the K member after in a little bit. I'll show you guys that. The rear end is out. We still got the coil springs to get removed. And I think in this video I might update you guys with removing the whole, I think this is called a cross member for the trailing arms or whatever, driveline loop, and then the cross member for the transmission. I will be keeping this rear end for now. It is a 12 bolt. We're gonna shorten it about 4 inches, 2 inches on each side. Put a posi in it, put new seals, new bearings, and disc brakes. Call it a year till it breaks, I guess, and then put a 9-inch in it. All right, guys, so we went ahead and got everything damn near stripped. Only thing I got to take off now is the transmission cross member, the rear trailing arm, whatever you guys want to call it. I don't even know what it's called. But in the rear springs, panhard bar, a couple brake lines, e-brake cables, and she's basically ready to get sandblasted and powder coated. So if you guys, I'll show you guys in another video, but both of these frame horns are actually bent a little to the left, or your guys is right. But they're bent to the driver's side a little, so it's gonna go to the frame shop before and get those straightened out, and then we'll be good to go. But that's what she's looking at right now. That is a 69 C10 frame. All right, guys, we went and got the frame sent out to sandblasting. Let's go ahead and move on to that Holley accessory drive kit for the LT4. I went ahead and got the engine, the LT4 on the engine stand. We're gonna go ahead and start putting all the accessories on it and try to lay the harness maybe. We'll see how far we get. All right, this is gonna be a Holley accessory drive kit for LT4. All right, guys, so I got a lot of things laid out here. I think that's the alternator bracket. Correct. A whole bunch of pulleys and stuff. I'm gonna open up all the boxes in a little bit. But the Holley kit does come with the water pump housing, power steering pump with housing, and an alternator, and an AC compressor right here. Go ahead and throw those on. And there's a whole bunch of idlers, and there's 2 tensioners, and a couple brackets. So I'll go ahead and start throwing that on. I did get the throttle body it's like an angle kit, or just angles it up. Originally it's like facing down. You can kind of see what it's doing. These top bolts were a pain to install. You guys probably seen in the time lapse. This is the alternator bracket from Holley, so when I mounted it back here, and this tensioner comes with it also. There's one bolt back there and one bolt back there, and then this Allen. But that's about it. That's how the alternator, I'm pretty sure, is gonna be on, and that's gonna ride on the same belt as the water pump, and I'm pretty sure the same belt as, yeah, water pump, alternator, and AC are on one belt. All right, guys, we already got the accessory drive all completely installed. I wanted to go ahead and run through it and show you guys exactly what it includes and how everything fits up and works. So Holley provides a power steering bracket because all LT4s from the factory came with electronic power steering. So they give you this nice bracket that integrates a pump, and it puts a bearing in here so they can use a supercharger belt that doesn't mess up the bearings for the actual power steering pump. It has a dual bearing. It comes with all the tensioners and idlers, and also the water pump housing actually changes to accommodate for the AC compressor bracket. So they obviously change all this out. It comes with a new bracket here. And it gets it mounted right in the spot. Right, the frame rail will actually come right here, and the lines will come down and over. The heater lines come right through there. They mount their alternator bracket down low, and it comes with all the necessary brackets and hardware. We literally did not have to outsource anything. From start to finish, it came with everything, including the belts. And it also includes a spacer for the throttle body to give it a different angle. All right, guys, we went and got the frame and the cab all back from sandblasting. Let's go ahead and check that out. Give you guys a little shot of it so you guys see the difference it makes when it's sandblasted and powder coated. There's still a whole bunch of sand on here, but the guy that's powder coating it is gonna take care of all that, he said. This is the cab right now. This is right after being sandblasted. The guy did miss a couple spots, but we'll go in and scuff all that up and get it removed. You can see all the rust spots we have right here. And it's the typical spots for these. So we'll probably put a new floor in it. I just sprayed some, the, what's it called? Rust Mort version, so we got the primer and everything ready. Just get it sprayed because it's getting ready to rain out here, so get it sprayed and get her inside. And yeah, that's it. We got the whole underneath done and everything. So everything is sandblasted. All right, this is the doors, pedal assembly, engine mounts, and push starters. But yeah, this is all the rest of the pieces we have that other than I'm buying new, like the hood, passenger fender liner, radiator support. This is the cross member right here. K-member, you guys call it, I think.
Alright guys, so unfortunately some of our footage got lost, but here's some pictures of the pieces after getting back from powder coating. That's the K-member. We also went ahead and did the clutch and brake pedal assembly. This is how the frame looked after it got torn down. This is the frame after getting back from sandblasting. And this is the frame after getting back from powder coating.
Alright guys, hopefully you guys are liking the progress we're making on the truck so far. We already do have all the suspension components in stock, so that video should be coming out pretty soon. Make sure you guys stay tuned. It's getting all new components on the chassis, and also make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe.